26. Laura's super drunk and fake crying, I guess. I don't know what was going on with her. But the second that the camera was on her, she seemed like completely fine once again, so.
Richie, come here, give me a hug. I'm gonna pretend like you're giving me a hug right now. Okay.
And then minutes later, she's opening the door and just being generally sloppy, saying she wants to go to the ocean. And then the twins, who felt very left out from not being selected to make goo in the goo room, happen to bump into Bashir in the hallway, who offers to help them make goo. This is surprisingly important, so keep this in mind for later. And I think context-wise, it's also worth mentioning that up until this point, Bashir was being messed with all night. And initially, he was pretty pissed off about having to work the goo room, seeing it as a punishment, but then he let go of his pride and then actually started having fun in the goo room until it was ransacked and destroyed. And after everyone tore through the room like a hurricane, he was the one that came back to clean it up because Bert just gets distracted by TTS and can't complete any task by himself. And after he cleaned it up, Bert and Bashir were assigned as the official goo room lab techs, so the rest of the house knew this. They were instructed that they're not allowed to enter the room anymore without their permission. And I know the rules don't really matter, but take that as you will.
Friends, you want to make goo?
Yeah, we want to. Yeah. But one second, we want to be professional. Everyone want to go make goo.
So after this goo room offer, Landon comes into the room, or at least is standing outside, and is once again messing with Bashir, trying to get under his skin, reigniting the embers he had left behind less than an hour ago.
Landon. Get out of the room. Come on.
Did you say it over the loudspeaker?
He said that me and I'm doing it gently, man. He said that me and Bert are the lab techs. All right. I'm asking you to get out of the room.
I'm just warning you, Bashir, that it does not protect you guys from me at all.
Just get out of the room. So
it does not save me from you.
Find some other content, man.
I will be back in here later, Bert.
Okay, Bashir.
Be happy I'm not entering the room right now, alright?
Be happy.
That's as far as
Be happy, dude.
As far as I can go right now.
Landon, just stop talking and leave, man.
Unless I actually want to talk to Bert or you inside this room, right?
Just go and do something else. The joke is done.
For now.
The joke is done for tonight. The joke is done for tonight. Just leave, man.
Are you actually really that upset with me?
Yes, so please just leave.
And then the twins re-enter the scene, taking Bashir up on his goo offer, and James Drake is coming in on their behalf, who I believe unintentionally was pouring more gasoline on an already lit fire by Landon, because they immediately start getting into a heated argument over whether or not the twins are allowed in, even though they're both completely on the same page about it. I think from Bashir's perspective, he was already just annoyed and angry from being messed with, and it was more of a tone thing he had a problem with.
I came here to help them make goo. I told them I'm here to help them make goo.
Get the f out. You want to make goo, dumbass? So can they come in and make some goo?
Yes.
That's why I'm here.
You're not their spokesman.
No, I'm not. Come here.
Yes, I told you that before they came into the closet for you to log out.
TTS, that's
Let the f out.
Yes.
All right. Come, twins. Yes.
What? Oh my God.
Why are you talking? Talk to them.
Stop. Dude, are you f***ing serious, dude? Oh, am I bleeding?
I'm trying to bring up the topic.
You come to me, yo, you
shut.
No, you hit your please. There's cameras, dumbass.
Yeah, I
Dumbass.
Dang.
You see this shit? That's you,
deserve it.
That's you, dog.
Deserve it.
That's you, dog.
Bleeding. Vince, he's bleeding.
Yo,
I know. Just calm down.
no, he's a piece of shit. You hit
Guys, calm down.
Shut the
How many times I tell you to get the f*** out? I will mess you up. I will kill you, dog. I will mess you up.
Kill me.
I will mess you the fuck.
Kill me. Kill me.
Sorry, Richie.
Yo, look at my
I should not be doing the production job I am.
No, dude.
Fight me later.
Come on, man.
You know why I'm breaking up this fight, right? No, don't remove my hand right now.
Bashir, kill me. Kill me. Bashir, kill me.
Put your gloves on.
up.
I'll shut up. You're a
Production
Bert.
You're a you think I will help right now? I should shut up.
Bert, tell your army
does that ever help my face? Hey, cut my face.
Tell the army too.
Exactly.
Yeah, boy.
But sure,
Hey! Stop! Stop it right now! Stop!
Is this cool to you, bro? It's cool to you?
It's great.
Yeah, you're cool.
It suits you.
y'all don't want to get eliminated. Y'all chill out. Y'all don't want to get eliminated.
I'll be right now.
Do you really want someone to bleed? No, man, he built the
I'm not
Drake disqualified. Drake
We're not supposed to do production job.
Drake disqualified.
Come on.
Drake disqualified.
I closed the door and you broke it. I closed the door and you broke it.
Drake disqualified.
I slammed the door. I did I hit you with the door when I slammed it? After you idiot, you broke the door and I shut the door again.
I broke the door.
Okay, check the cameras.
I broke the door.
Check the
Please check
cameras.
the footage.
Alright, do it.
Stupid ass.
Do it.
Sorry again.
Don't be sorry. It's okay. When I tell you to shut the and leave.
Oh, I should listen to you.
Yes.
Oh, I should listen to Bashir. I should listen to you. I'm the lab tech. Good God, man.
Shut up and leave.
Good God.
James Drake, you're going home. James Drake disqualified. James Drake, you're going home.
No, you're not. Don't
James Drake disqualified.
It's a scam.
James Drake, you're going home. James Drake disqualified.
It seemed like both of y'all were doing too much. Drake went too hard into the room. Bashir pushed the door too hard. Hits James. James punches Drake. Bashir punches Drake.
I didn't punch at all.
I
I didn't swing, I didn't do anything.
Now, opinions on what happened here are extremely split. I'm talking about amongst production, amongst the people in the house, and more importantly, amongst the fans. Reading through all the comments online on people posting the clips of this, it really does feel like a 50-50 split on who's in the wrong here, who was the aggressor. But if I'm being objective here, James Drake was the first aggressor. I mean, he clearly pushed the door off of its hinges into Bashir. Probably not intentionally, the door was already half on the hinges from Landon earlier, but that is the results of what he was doing. And I think it's also very fair to say that Bashir escalated the situation by pushing the door back into his head. I think the only point of contention on Bashir's side here is whether or not he pushed it into his head intentionally, because everything kind of happens in a split second. Does it look like he pushes it into his head intentionally? Kinda yes. Is it possible that he was just trying to push the door back in his direction, grabbed it at like a weird angle, and it just so happened to be front heavy and hit him in the head? I mean, that is kind of possible too. But I mean, Bashir is a hothead and does tend to snap. So could he have also had a moment of rage where he just hit him in the head with the door? Yeah, that's also possible. But from the angle, it is kind of hard to tell. And then James Drake obviously hits him in the head. And if I'm putting myself in James Drake's shoes, I could see why he would think that's justified at that point. I'm not trying to fence it on this one so I can avoid having an opinion, but I am pretty split here. James Drake is the aggressor, but Bashir did escalate. And I think it's very arguable on both of their ends whether or not their actions, or at least the results of their actions, were intentional. Leave your thoughts in the comments on this one. I'm very curious what the temperature of the room is right now on this. Also, if you really want to laugh, check out Bert throughout this interaction. He's in the corner screaming, hiding behind Bingo and Bongo.
Yes. All right. Come, Drake. Yes. Oh my God. Why is Drake talking? Talk to them.
Anyways, after this, they get back to making goo. James Drake continues to yell at Bashir.
You don't have a brain, Bashir.
I'm trying to make this lighthearted.
You don't have a brain, dude. Every chance I get, Bashir.
I gotta take a piss.
Every single chance I
Where's
get.
that bottle?
As long as you're here, every chance I get, I'm gonna choke you out.
Choke me out. Yeah, it's fine.
Don't take the stick.
Separate.
Take the stick. Every chance.
You do something about it, man. That's
While production has told them to separate and Bashir's stuck in the goo room, Vimp takes all of his stuff and throws it outside, including his mattresses. Bashir then finds this out and is now like super pissed, so he comes downstairs to confront a taunting James Drake. Also, I'm gonna assume this was partly to try to goad him into fighting him, because if James Drake just starts wailing on him, he would get kicked off the show, and he knew that. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it.
All I want to do.
I'm crime to production?
Crime.
What were you saying to them?
I say anything.
You saying you were crashing out.
I love it, dude. I love the blood. I love seeing it on my face.
I love it too, can I see?
Yeah, you can see.
Bashir, why you about to go walk
Please
up
walk
on
up to me, man. Please.
That's why I'm getting a good look at.
Please walk up to me, man. Hold my stuff.
Hold my stuff, Laura. Hold my stuff, Laura.
Please hold my stuff.
Hold my stuff.
No. You want to walk up to me with a flashlight, man? Come on. I won't even hit you, man. I want to hit you. I'm gonna choke you to sleep.
Oh, you're going to choke me to sleep?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Hold the flashlight.
Like during the Susie challenge?
Tough dog. Hey! Yeah. You're tough out when there's guys in between, huh? When there's like males in between. When there's guys in between, there's males. Now you're tough when there's males here. When there's males here. What I can promise you, Bashir? What I can promise you? No offense to Vance, no offense to Vance. No offense.
Every day.
I will find my way to you.
What, is Vance too strong?
No.
Oh, okay, then just do it right now.
Please let me go.
I'll do it right now. Please let me go.
Please let me go.
Yeah, please let me go.
I'll get out.
Man, please let me go.
No, if I want to get out, I promise you. I promise you I get out.
I know you can. Choke me out right now.
You're tough when there's guys here.
Nobody put your blood on anybody.
Choke me out right now.
No, dude, you're tough. You're a
I
tough
came all
guy.
the way over here, dude.
No, you're a tough guy.
Do you see this?
You're a
Choke
tough
me out.
guy.
Stop it.
You know what?
Choke me out.
Stop
You know what? You know what?
What's up?
You know what?
Every day.
You know what?
Every single
Every day what? You're going to
Every
choke me
day.
out?
No, I'm chill. I'm chill.
Nobody's choking them.
I'm chill.
Nobody's choking them.
I'll wait for him to come to me. I want charge.
Do it again. Come on. Do it again.
No, stop.
No, I'm good. I'm done.
Stop. Bashir.
Give me a gun.
James Drake,
What's the point of this?
James Drake, mugshot.
Do it again.
James Drake, mugshot.
Come on.
Y'all gotta stop, bro.
James Drake, mugshot.
Okay.
James Drake, mugshot.
Separate. Bashir, go to the guru.
Unless you want to get a shot on Bashir, but you won't.
What do you want me to think? That he's actually your friend for 2 years, and he can do that, and it's all good? He said, I'm going to murder you. I'm going to kill you. That's all good. That's all good TV. Why did Alex B leave then? Relax. Why did Alex B leave then? Because he said it. He said it twice. When's the limit? 1,000,000 times? Really? You gotta stop. I'm crying for production right now. Are you serious?
I'm serious. You gotta stop, dude.
Dude,
Relax.
you're protecting him.
I'm not protecting.
Yes, you are.
This is between you two.
Then you're protecting him. You think I'm crying out to you guys?
I'm not protecting.
You guys are naturally just helping him.
After they're broken up, and Jet pulls him aside for, I guess, like a pep talk, not one paid for by fans, but just to try and get his side of the story, reassure him that production don't hate him, because he currently feels like all the fish in the house hate him and the freeloaders, which is kind of true. But he also feels like production's against him because Ben is very pro James Drake.
It feels like you guys personally tested me there because after, well, first off, like, you tell me, okay, I can tell people whether or not they can come in the room or not.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Laura just comes in, does whatever the wants, leaves. Landon comes in, does whatever the wants, leaves. And then now James Drake comes in, and he's saying, and he's like acting like the twins' parents, like the twins just want to come in here and play goo. Even though
that's literally what you were doing though, was
Right.
trying to help them with the goo. I don't understand why the argument even started.
Because I told him to shut up and leave, and it hurt his ego. I closed the door in his face. The door is already broken, so it doesn't even close like this.
Yeah.
So it reached like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was watching the clip.
And I don't know if it was Landon or him, but someone got offended by that, and they kicked the door in. It was him. It was James.
Yeah.
And you guys said it was an elimination door. And I know that, like, I know it's
but how
Fishtank.
gay would that
I know it's
be to kick someone out for pushing a door when we have 5 days left?
He kicks it onto me.
Yeah.
And I push it back, and it hit him, and he started bleeding. My forehead was bleeding after his stupid scuffle over trying to catch Susie.
Yeah.
The challenge was try to catch Susie. The guy tackles me and chokes me. I had to tap out because I was George Floyding.
Yeah.
You know, and then he says, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to murder you."
Yeah.
So all of that is whatever.
I think the first aggression was the door hitting his face. That's what I think.
How did the door hit his face when it doesn't close? It's like this.
I'll show you. By the way, nobody's like getting kicked over this or whatever. This is between you two. And you're not in trouble.
That's not the problem. That's not the issue.
Well, you can tell me what the problem is. I'm gonna hear you out. Do you want to see what happened?
Bashir was pushing the door off of himself.
Landon was pushing on it at the same time. It was not intentional.
Maybe. Was it intent? Okay, so you were looking at James Drake. And this was your body language, right? You had the door leaning on your shoulder. The trim flew past your face. Didn't hit you, but it got close. You had the door right here.
Wow.
And then you had the door, and then you pushed it towards his head. Your arms went like this. And it hit him in the head. That's what I saw in the clip. I'm not here to convince you that you're wrong or whatever. I think that snapping or like that moment, that like split second when you're like, it, and you take the door and you shove it at him after being with as much as you've been with, I think that's like totally fine. What doesn't make sense to me is like kind of like crying about the rules after doing that, because when you took that's the thing that caused the blood, right? The door hitting his head. Like there wasn't any, that was like the big one. Like yes, the door came and like landed on your shoulder, whatever, but the blood was like you did that first. And then, how can he say he's gonna murder me? How can he say he's gonna kill me? Alex B got like 4 hours of leniency. We literally duct taped his mouth shut. We tried to coddle him and calm him down. And when you get hit in the button, when you get hit in the head, you get mad, bro, and you say crazy. But I'm not mad at you. I think it's totally normal. And what you're saying is right. James Drake hasn't been with that much. But who hasn't with him? The contestants.
After, if you guys see that this guy hasn't been with, right?
Yeah.
Why set him up to be a hero even after that? What hurdle has he gone over? What has he had to be tested by? What has he had to be patient with? And that's just for the show. All right, but the only thing that's frustrating is that even after that, right, the thing that made me crash out was the fact that we were told to separate, and I was stuck in that room while they were able to just go into my room and maul everything, and everything's out the window and on the roof.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Which that is retarded. Letty said something earlier. She said watching you up here reminds her of season 1, because Letty got more than her fair share meanness directed at her, versus Josie was like the sweet girl that nobody would.
Josie was bingo and bongo.
Kinda, yeah. That's kind of an appropriate thing.
But with Letty, the people who with her, right? Like, what am I going to do to Laura? What can I do to Laura? If it was Letty versus Laura, at least then there's like...
Yeah, the girls can attack each other full force. No one's gonna get hurt, you know. But with the guys, you have to like hold your punches
and they still call me a woman beater.
I don't think that's true. I think that
the only thing.
Yeah.
And now he's saying it's every day, man. Every day I'm going to choke you out. So
what? 5 days?
Well, but I mean,
he can't literally choke you out every day. That's not gonna happen. You're either gonna box or you're not. You can't just attack each other all day. That's not what the end of the show is gonna be.
I understand.
As much as they want that. That's not what we're gonna do. If James Drake won and got locked in a goo room against his will, he would leave the goo room and none of his would be fucked with.
I've not with this till now.
Yeah, it's not fair.
And I know it's not supposed to be fair. I crashed out really because of that, like, okay, separate, and then they do anyway. It was one thing after another of you guys telling them, okay, stop, and they just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over again.
What I thought that would mean is you guys would just push them out of the doorway when they get in the way.
It doesn't.
And
it
that's
doesn't
kind
feel
of
like
what
it doesn't feel like it applies to me. When they don't obey the rules,
yeah,
I don't go, okay, well the rules don't matter.
Yeah.
I go, okay, well they don't matter for them. It's not something I don't. It doesn't click for me. That's like, okay, well I can just push this. I'm going to push Laura out.
Sure. Kick her right into the jungle room, right across the hallway. Kick her all the way in.
She might deserve that, but I can't do that.
She won't even remember it. The biggest you to the normies, to all of the little f***its that want to see the Chad win an easy victory, is by winning. So just win.
Because of Vimp's betrayal, TTS is now turned on her, effectively because the role she chose in the tank was being Bashir's only friend, and I definitely think he's gained a lot more fans in the last 24 hours, and on top of that, she's now just become Laura, essentially. Her sole existence is to mess with Bashir. This is a weird thing to bring up, but I kind of have to for context. If you don't know, Vimp was in a school shooting, I think the Parkland shooting, where there were 17 victims, so TTSs are going off all night, referencing the shooting as well as the number 17.
Flata, please, open the door. He's coming with a gun. Why aren't you opening the door?
That's crazy.
Please, he's getting closer. Don't let him kill me too. Open the door. Why are you holding it closed? Please. Ah!
In the AM, James Drake claims that he made death threats against Bashir.
I will kill you, dog. I will mess you up.
Because Bashir was dressed as Alex B.
Are the twins in there too?
Hey Drake, you think it's cool to verbally threaten people? Alex B got kicked out for that reason. Only reason you're still here is because production loved to coddle your fragile ego and suck your cock.
No, that's what I said this morning. Like, I thought that was funny because Bashir told Alex B when Alex B wanted to fight me that I would kill him and I would murder him. So I took his own words back to him as Alex B.
So he said it was like a bad joke that went over everyone's heads, but I think that's a coat, man. I don't think that's true at all. Everyone went to bed pretty late. Most people are still sleeping. And because Bashir is now like the warden of the goo room, and he's obviously not going to be allowed in, prompted by TTS, James Drake starts sabotaging the room. He throws some of the goo out the window, steals a bunch of materials, which he uses to make his own counterfeit goo production line in the kitchen. Once Vamp is awake, more TTSs are coming in about her. Some about the shooting, but also new ones about her molesting Landon because she's been cuddling with him the past 48 hours. So the allegations are Landon's mentally retarded, so she's taking advantage of a handicapped person. I'm not saying that, TTS is saying that. I like Landon.
The computer lab essentially had an IQ test earlier this season, and Landon literally only got 2 questions right after 30 minutes. He is mentally retarded. You are molesting a retarded person.
Where
it's
am
disgusting.
I molesting? I'm not molesting. Wait, hold on a second, but they did that?
It wasn't really an IQ test. It was like a series of like questions.
An IQ tests are retarded anyways. They, you know, it doesn't. Stupid.
Vimp, you autist. Stop molesting Landon and start pegging someone your own size. Preferably one with long red hair, also.
Oh, they wanted to have a girl so bad.
I
They wanted to have a girl
so much.
Who?
At around 3 p.m., they start up goo production once again. There's a pretty funny TTS right here.
Okay. You don't own the twins, bro. I'm gonna kick this motherfucking door down like a boss. Take that. Ow, my head. Why the fuck did you hit my head with that door? I'm gonna kill you.
James Drake is menacingly standing in the doorway, peering into the room, not saying anything, which would make me think he was there to intimidate Bashir. But while he's standing there, I want to say 95% of the TTS messages coming in were extremely negative towards him. As it seems after last night, a large portion of the fan base is turned on him.
James Drake standing in the goo room's cut corner. Hands in pockets, hat on inside. This is probably a familiar scene with your GF and her black bull. Just standing and watching, waiting for the scraps.
Cut corner of your room.
That's crazy.
Isn't there a door you can be kicking down, James? If you got nothing better to do, go rule the goo crew with the board horns downstairs. Punk ass gentleman.
Hi,
James Drake here. I'm going to half smirk and giggle at TTS while I internally seethe. The only time I made non-scripted content was when I was butthurt and knocked the door down on myself like a retard. Let me into the goo room.
I don't know if these got to him or not, but eventually he ends up leaving without saying anything.
Hey, James, get the back downstairs. What you lack in personality, you won't find in here. Place a gun in your mouth when you get back home. I'm sure Gums will be there to scrape up your life insurance to feed her kids. Off.
Oh, what the f***?
There's another marker.
Goddamn Bashir looking like a creamy blue Jolly Rancher. Here a little piece of candy, Bert. You gonna get that candy? Bashir ain't even real, Bert. Think about all them false identities.
Vimp, who is a little emotional, is apologizing to Bashir, feeling bad for turning on him, throwing out all of his stuff, and also because all of these bullying TTS messages have been getting to her.
I felt really bad about everything.
No worries. Well,
You don't have to forgive me. You don't have to like be friends.
The band needs to go out. You see that? Yeah.
Wait, I love this call.
Yeah.
Like it was just like in the like it was just like in the literally in the heat of the moment, and then when it calmed down, I was like I really regret it.
But I do forgive you, and I do hope that the TPS doesn't. I didn't tell them to do that. And I do hope that they lay off on you, sincerely. I said this. I'm sorry. The cameraman always distracts me. I can't help but look into it. So I'm just going to do this so I don't look at the camera. I gave a confessional. Since I told you some of the stories earlier.
But the whole thing is interrupted by a pissed off looking James Drake who can't contain his uncontrollable urge to make goo.
Okay, this goo
James.
right here.
James, what's
is,
up? This doesn't have to be a conversational thing, but I am still the tech lab guy, and I'd rather you wouldn't be in the tech lab or the goo lab.
I gotta make some goo.
You don't have to, and Jet gave me the authority to say who can come in, who can't, and if you don't mind, man, I'd like to leave.
I understand.
I mean, I can't pull you out.
Cosmic Galaxy Jam.
Like that. If you want to make some goo, then we have to hash out what happened yesterday.
What's up?
If you want to make some goo, we have to hash out what happened yesterday. If you don't want to hash out what happened yesterday, that's fair.
Do you sleep
But
like
you
Master
can't make
Chief?
them together, man.
Well, what happened yesterday then?
You want to go hash it out?
I'm gonna talk about it if you want.
Okay. But here's what happened from my perspective.
I want to be
Right.
the best goo maker.
So I was in my room just smoking some cigarillos, and I was content to sort of sitting there. And I got a TPS saying that the twins want to make goo, but that Landon is being crazy in there, so they're not being able to. So I said, well, that's unfair to the twins, so I got up and tried to help that, right? I got Landon out, I'm pretty sure Robo was in there. And then you came in after being in the confessionals with the twins, and I didn't like the way that you sort of had this sort of paternalistic thing with them, where it's like, I mean, I don't have anything against the twins, and the twins have nothing against me. So obviously, if they wanted to make goo, that's the reason why I was there, right? And you and I already had this like friction between us. So you doing that made it seem like some sort of like power move that you're trying to play at. I closed the door in your face. The door doesn't close all the way in. I don't think I hit you with it. And if I did, I apologize for that. And then, I don't know if it was you or Landon, I asked production, they said it was you who kicked the door in. And it missed my head by a few inches. And I had a moment of rage. Where I just saw red.
Said I kicked the door?
Yeah. Okay. I saw red. I grabbed the door and I threw it. I wasn't trying to aim for your head. It wasn't like I want to hurt James now. It was I saw red. The door just missed me. I'm going to throw this door back at them. All right, man. I don't want to hurt you.
Kick the door and win.
Huh?
When would I have kicked the door in?
The door is broken off the hinges.
I was inside the lab when Landon did that. So when would I have kicked the door in?
No. What are you talking about? Talk about, dude, here. You were here.
You were right here, and Landon was right here.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I didn't kick the door and touch the door. I tried to push it open, and I wasn't in the confessional with the twins. I was downstairs, and they told me, "Hey, I want to make goo," and they asked me for my help.
I'm talking about our fight, man. When we had our fight, you were here and Landon was here, and I was on the opposite side, inside the goo room, right? And I closed the door on you guys. And then the door, whoever did it, was pushed over and broke on its hinges, and it missed my head. I got mad and I threw it back.
I didn't kick the door. I didn't touch the door. All I did was nudge it with my hand.
Alright, but I didn't see that. Jack came later and talked to me and said that's what happened. That's not
true.
The point. Alright, dude, that's not the point. The point is that the door missed me, and I saw red and I threw it back. I don't have any intention of hurting you. I have no intention of actually fighting you. I have no intention of having this personal thing against you. Yesterday was one thing after another. I won a challenge fairly, and you, even when you came into the goo room, said that I manhandled a woman in the Total War challenge.
You asked me why they were upset, and I told you what they told me.
Right, but you didn't say it in a way that was having my back. You said it in a way like, oh, yeah, this is what it seems like it was.
You said, why are they mad at you? And I said, they said, da-da-da.
I'm just explaining to you what I experienced yesterday. Alright, you might have a different perspective on everything that went on, but I'm trying to paint you a picture of what led up to me seeing red when the door that production said was the elimination door was kicked over, whether it was you or Landon, and it missed my head by a few inches when I was right in front of it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Alright?
So, for me, I was downstairs. We were in confessional, but that was, I don't know, half an hour before or whatever. I was downstairs, and the twin said, "Hey, I want to make goo. Can I make goo?" I said, "Sure, I'll bring you up there." And I walked up, and the second I got to the door, he started talking to me crazy. I was like, "Hey, the twins just want to make goo." He started talking to me crazy right away.
And I let the twins in.
You're talking to me like all nuts.
Okay.
So I said, "Don't talk to me like that." I didn't touch the door outside of nudging with my hand to try to talk to you. And then you took the whole door and smashed it against my head.
It hit your head?
Yeah, bro. It's bleeding. You see blood all over my face?
No. When I slammed the door, it didn't touch you. The door then was broken over.
I didn't break it.
Then that was Landon. But I can't see that because you guys are behind the door. The door was broken before because it can't close all the way here. If this is the doorway, the door only reached outside, still inside the goo room. So there's no way it could have hit you guys. Alright, that didn't hit you. What hit you was later, when the door was pushed over, like the door was completely broken and off, it was thrown against me, and it missed me. And that's when I saw red, that's when I grabbed the door and I threw it.
Sure, but again, I have nothing to do with that. Here's what it is. Things happen, and then try and like make it about me, that I did something. And that's why like there's beef here, because I mean from the very jump, right? Let's go back to paintball with the gun. I didn't shoot you. When you came back into the house, I didn't have to tell you my thoughts, but I did anyways. And I said I was sorry for that. But then you held it over my head for the following weeks, even though I had a thought in my mind of maybe I would shoot Bashir if I were to win. But I didn't have to tell you. But I told you almost instantly when you walked back in the house. The cell. Yes, Beth was in there. I said if she goes out, I'm going to leave you to watch our stuff. I had a different idea. I wanted to explore that idea with you, and you made it seem like I'm going back my word. You're talking to them.
All of those things, I feel like we hashed out. This is
but you keep bringing it back. Like I betrayed you 4 times. I'm just going through it all and like why this is happening.
If I said that yesterday was me crashing out, man. All right, and I think we both crashed out. You said things that were.
Oh, you actually blow my face.
All right. And I saw red too, man. So
for something I didn't do.
Truthfully, things begin to loop a little bit. Drake is kind of unreceptive to Bashir's apology, which he'd later tell Letty that he doesn't really believe him, that he feels like he's gonna go back on his word. But I will say, once they get in the goo room, the two of them are a little more talkative. As I just mentioned, Letty is pulling people aside for confessionals. Most of them are just going over the recent events of the day, so we won't relitigate that. There's a funny one though with Blicky. Them two together are actually very funny.
Wait, who's Abby Brittany? Abby Brittany is like the twins that are conjoined. Wait, is that real? Yes. They really are?
Yeah, they actually are.
I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought it was like AI or something.
No, it's real, and one of them is married, but that doesn't really make sense because it's kind of like both of them are married.
Wait, like same head, like same body, two heads?
Same body, two heads.
That's not real.
It's real.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No way. Like
It
one
is.
vagina?
I don't know what's the situation down there.
Like two, like they have their own like bodies, right? Like it's not like a two-headed like person. That's so crazy. There's no way. Come on.
No, it's real. They had like
Abby
a
and
TV
Brittany,
show.
like who the you're making it up.
I'm not making it up. It's
Oh yeah,
actually
shit. That's just like Abby and Brittany.
No, it's real.
Then I think probably like Bashir will win, right?
Well, it depends on what the challenge is.
That's true. Dancing.
And
it's
he would
kinda-
win dancing?
I think, I don't know, I feel like Drake would win the dancing. I feel like he like practices dancing a lot.
He does seem like a guy who
He totally
practices
looks in the
dancing.
mirror and like dances.
Yeah, like watches YouTube tutorials.
And like does the TikTok
He tries to like
trend
airwalk.
Yeah. Like he totally like has a bunch of tricks and stuff.
I could see it, yeah.
Like I bet he has like so many TikTok drafts. Of, like, he
He's
has
like too
thousands
nervous
of
to post them.
Yeah. He totally has like thousands of drafts on his TikTok. And then like he gets a new phone and they're gone and he's like really upset about it for a few days and he's like, F I should have just been more confident in the moment and posted them when I had the
Like I
chance."
should have struck while the iron was hot.
Yeah.
It's too late. I'll do better tomorrow.
I'm never gonna be a star.
She also asked Vimp about Landon and if she's into him, but Vimp is playing like the Eastern European autistic card and doesn't really say anything or show any emotion. She asked Landon the same question though, and he straight up admits that he has a crush on Vimp.
Do you like her?
Maybe I do actually. Just I don't want to just try to admit it right away because this is not a good place at all to admit feelings for someone.
The last person to get a confessional is Bert, but it's in the goo room because Bert can't leave the goo room still. And of course, the thing gets derailed immediately because Bert has too many questions about this goddamn goo.
Unibrow production. Exactly how much does this conveyor belt cost? Because I'm told different numbers.
Why do you care about that?
I mean, they said not to f it up. And it's kind of
I was like, there's
they said 500, 600, 6,000. Okay, any
Just
confession?
1,200 Bert.
What?
1,200.
500, 600, 1,200, 6,000?
He just said 1,200.
But I never heard that figure before. Are they just changing it on the fly?
What do you mean?
What
the hell are you talking about?
I remember this thing they told me was $6,000, but then the other said it was 600. Someone said 500, and another told me 1,200.
It's 1,200, okay?
Okay, fine. So what is this
No,
confessional?
I'm gonna ask you questions.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here.
Oh, my hat. Okay.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the goo production, goo room?
What thoughts on the goo production? Well, they said they want 1,000 of these minimum.
1,000 goo.
Yeah, 1,000 tubs of goo. I'm not really sure what the purpose all this is for. I don't know why I'm not allowed to leave this goo room, especially not to go to bed. It's like I have to sleep in here, and I don't know why I'm supposed to be here for the entire time I'm here. I'm only here like for I think until Monday when the show closes, when the season ends. But it's like, why am I put in here when I could be out there creating content with other fish? And it feels like this is like a waste of my comedic and content fueled energy, but just being confined to this one room.
Bert, creating goo is more important than creating content. We need goo.
But like, okay, but like, I'm more of a content fueled person. I remember the season 3 I was like the main content fueled, but like,
Change. You're now a goo fueled person.
You're
adaptable.
But you call me a goo slave.
Yes.
Hold on a second, I just noticed something here. Let me read this out to you. Lovingly made with slave labor. Is it because I'm black and they want me to be a slave in this like sweatshop style environment?
That's just a coincidence that you're black and a slave.
I don't think so. I'm the only person in this entire house that's not allowed to leave here.
Well, Dunye's also black and he's not a slave.
But what?
It's just you, Bert.
Well, why me in particular?
Cause,
I'm black.
not cause you're black.
Then why am I a slave here? Why can't I leave at any point?
Just don't worry about it. Just keep making the goo and don't ask questions.
But
okay, next question.
After the confessional, Bert is still crashing out over making goo, even though he hasn't made a single tub of goo so far. It's everyone else making the goo in his room.
Like, is this what they brought me here? They invited me here. I thought because they wanted me to be content fuel, but this is just a waste of my time.
It's fine.
Like, why the f are we making 1,000 of these? What's the point of all this?
It's just a little bit too much borax, but it's not. Or blue. I thought you kept saying goo.
Yes. You're making the goo because Minx told you to make the fucking glue. Now shut the up and start making goo. You haven't even made a single tub by yourself. What the
That's not true. And also, why am I have to make the why? Why am I doing this? Why am I stuck in this room? Why can't I just leave when I clock out for the day? Yes.
There's an announcement that the dorms are going to be shut down for the rest of the show. Also, I skipped over this before, but there is going to be some sort of immunity challenge tonight for the 3 remaining fish, so this is in preparation for that for sure. Jet and Pig Ben then reveal the truth behind the goo to Bert.
We came up because we saw that you needed some clarification.
Production will let you leave when you start making your natural goo. We need you to goo Bert.
So you're asking what's all the goo for, why do it?
Yes.
Lucky, can we have some private time?
Alright, I'm so curious now.
Some private time just between us. Anyways,
okay.
The goo, okay, so did you hear how we're clearing out the dorm down there?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of dirtier than I expected. It's kind of like really filthy in there. And we're about to do the Famous House 3.0 thing where we bring in the new cast.
What?
And just reset and get, and that's why you're in the suit, because you're gonna host. But that's why we need the goo, basically, because the goo is the transitional prop from, this is currently we're in Family House. And we're gonna go Famous House 3.0. We're gonna bring in the new people, and a couple of those people from Family House are still gonna be there. But that's why we asked you to put the suit on, because you're gonna host it.
Host?
Yeah.
What would be a major?
Well, his contract's up.
Oh,
so we need a new host.
Oh.
For Famous House 3.
When is Famous House 3 supposed to start?
When Family House ends.
So, after March 13th Monday? It's like April 13th Monday?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's why you have the suit on. Am I making sense?
Yeah. Does that make sense to you?
Okay. I understand the reason I was making a suit for transitioning from Fishtank Season 5 to Famous House 3.0.
This isn't even Season 5.
What?
Yeah, the fans were like, this isn't Fishtank, this is not my Fishtank. This is basically, is Family House, is what we're gonna change it. But this is Family House. Currently Family House.
Alright.
Now we're gonna do Famous House 3.0, but for that transition we need 1,000 goo, basically. And if you want to host it, you're already in the suit, we can do that. That would be great.
Do you think that you'd be a good host for that?
Yeah, I can be the host. Wait, so Family House, Famous House 3.0, is the same concept, but they don't know what the show is?
Yeah. Well, they know, I don't know, maybe. Because some people snuck into Famous House, and they did know.
Oh.
But if we find them, we're going to get rid of them.
Like
in
Ted,
this room.
In Season 3?
Yeah. This won't be the Goo Factory, this will be...
It's going to be similar to what you did in Season 3 with the cast reset. It's basically running it back.
Yeah, we're just going to run it back right away.
Okay.
So we're not tired, we can keep going, right?
Yeah, we're good. We're straight.
Yeah. So, we're just going to run it back. This is family style.
Okay.
We're going to do Famous House 3.0. And I know you're like, why do I do it? Why do I do it? Just because we need the goo for the transition.
Okay.
Is that there's going to be a big moment when Family House is done and Famous House 3.0 is beginning, and it's going to require about double the goo that I'm seeing right there. Does it have to be 1,000? No, but we do need more.
Yeah, it's a good start. But I mean, have you made any goo at all, or has it just been other people?
I've been helping with Bashir. The Bashir and the team has been helping me out.
Yeah.
So, and I also provide the instructions on how to make the goo, and they seem to have gotten the hang of it. So I've been trying to help with them. The reason I was kind of like sleep in bed most of the time because I was just so exhausted from all the craziness from last night.
Yeah, no, I feel
so
like
I just need to like recover.
I
But
mean, it's not
okay now.
24/7 making goo, but it's just as just a little more than we're getting right now. But I hope that explains. Does that kind of make sense where we're coming from with this?
Okay, so let me see if I can recap. You want me to host Famous House 3.0, hence the suit. This is Family House right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna end April 13th, Monday. Wait, is the 50 grand still the prize?
Yeah. That's for the Family House guys. So somebody from Family House is gonna get the check.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do the goo thing. I can't say what it is; it'll spoil. I'm already kind of saying too much. That's why I didn't explain it to you, because I don't want to ruin the surprise for the audience. You know what I mean? Like, I can't clearly tell you the plan with the goo because the audience is really like the goo. They think that this is probably one of our best ideas. And they really, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Reddit and Twitter, like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with all this goo. And I just don't want to spoil that surprise for people, because people trust us to
give them a good show. So,
okay.
And you're a big part of that.
Yeah. So this isn't to demean you and put you in the, this is like, if you're going to be the host of Family House 3 or Famous House 3, like, as the host, wouldn't it be cool for the narrative if you were the one getting all the goo ready for the new people, you know?
Okay.
So, I hope that explains it. I gotta go clean downstairs, because right now, when the Famous House 3 people come up and they see it's all messy, they're gonna say, what's going on here? So we're working our little butts off. We're trying to do this. Do we need 1,000? Here's what I'll say. Do we need 1,000? Literally? No, but we just need more. We just need a little more goo. So that's all I'll say. If you need people to help you, call them in. And you can also tell them to take your trash and stuff to get the smell better in here, because I know it's dirty.
Wait, how long does Famous House 3.0 supposed to last?
100 days.
100 days?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the host for all 100 days?
If you want to, or we can trade it out at some point.
Okay. I just need to, at some point, 100 days, that's more than 90 days. At some point, I need to, like, get my psychiatrist to get my medication.
Yeah. No. Well, in the transition, when we do the thing with the goo between, we'll have time to regroup, and we'll all be off camera. We can just get ready and take like 30 minutes to just handle all that.
When Family House ends, I'll be able to leave this room.
Yeah.
For sure.
Honestly, when we get enough goo, you can leave the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We just need a little more goo, bro. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. How much?
I can't wait for you to go out there and just roam around. That's what I honestly believe, but I just need you to take ownership of this operation and just get a little more goo for us. Like, I don't want you to be up here the whole time. I want you to enjoy a little bit of Family House before it becomes famous.
That's what we're saying. So the quicker that you get the goo done, the sooner you can leave the room.
Yeah, that's it. And feel free to use them to help you. So I know you're more of a goopervisor. I don't think that you're like the blue collar guy doing all the work. You should be the one kind of, come on guys, let's go, let's get it, let's go, let's get it, let's go. Family House, let's get it. Let's get it family style. Kind of like that.
I think right now there's like over 250. How much minimum do you need more?
I'm just a little more. Just a little more good. Just fill it up, and then
like fill this up to the top here.
Fill it up, and then maybe a couple left over on the shelves, or maybe there's a couple that visually for the narrative we need to look like the goo's kind of overflowing. So like, let's say you fill that up. And then there's a couple little stacks around. You're like, I did all the goo I could. Just like, yeah, something like that. But I gotta go clean. Does that all make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll be back to check on you in a little while. Okay.
Thank you for explaining. So Famous House 3.0, 100 days. Wow. Wait, 100 days. That's like more than 3 months.
Laura is then brought up into confessional because apparently she left the house and was just roaming around the streets like a dog that got out, leading to this scene where they have to put her down.
I think these were collected out of bounds. Now, did these grow in the bar? Where did you find these? Out by the road, next to the cars?
Well, I just started looking at them and I was like, yo, hold on a minute. Like, actually, they're so cute and everybody would love them.
You just walked out of the house and we had to send a search party for you. And thank God we found you.
Well, I was gonna come back because I left my stuff in here. I had already collected everything. I was like just making sure. Like, I needed the hit.
You needed to just feel something?
I needed to feel something for myself.
Well, someone downstairs told me that you asked them for your phone So are you trying to leave? Is that what's going on?
Well,
Have you had enough? Just be honest with me. It's okay.
not really. It's just boring, and I just needed to do something. I need
You go for a
iPad
walk.
vibes.
Laura, you can't walk out of the house and roam the streets.
It's time to put the sick puppy down. She was good while she lasted.
Euthanizer. Euthanizer.
I think I have to.
It's okay.
I think I have to put you down.
It's okay.
You forgive me?
As Laura sat there.
Okay, if I send you home tonight, can you come back for the finale?
Sure. I like.
And just be there for the credit roll and be a part of the team because you were a big part of this?
Sure.
Everybody rejoice! She pulled a knife on us and now she has to leave. Get your stuff, Laura. Good idea, Laura.
No regrets.
Good idea.
Bam pops up and meets Bert for the first time.
What up? Oh, I got a baby chair. Hey. Okay. Hey. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm Bert. I was the season 3 winner of Fishtank.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, nice to meet you.
How you doing in here?
I'm doing okay. My crew's been helping me make the goo for the containers. We're trying to make
You made all that?
My crew did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. How's it going in here?
It's going okay.
Alright.
It's a little uncomfortable, but I can hack it out for a few more days.
All right. Well, I think the rule is to stay there, so stay there. Doing a good job.
Yeah. Can I ask you to sign something for my friend Teddy?
Say what?
Can I ask you to sign something for my friend Teddy?
Yeah, I'll get you something cooler than just a piece of paper.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh my god.
He was told to be dressed in a suit, by the way. And later, Jet grabs Bert for a new secret mission.
Bert. Oh! Do you want to get out of this room for a minute?
Yes.
Come with me.
Okay. My bad, sorry.
Bert trying to set up for the challenge is pretty funny.
And hand out paper to each contestant.
Okay.
Kind of divide that stack equally.
Okay. Equally. Okay. Let me just count each.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get some more paper up here, probably.
Before we jump into it, I want to try to just light the shot a little better.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I have Richie bringing up the UV right now.
this fan's blowing in.
And as everything is set up, we begin our immunity challenge, which is Jeopardy! Question 1.
Getting high for 300. This homemade injectable drug, a cheap substitute for heroin, is made from codeine mixed with toxic chemicals like gasoline and paint thinner, and earned its name from the scaly, rotting skin it causes at its injection sites.
The answer is crocodile. Everyone gets it. Question 2.
The capital city of Uzbekistan.
Answer is Sakent. Bash W. Question 3.
This massive ancient rock fortress in Sri Lanka, carved with palaces, pools, and frescoes, is dramatically accessed by climbing through the mouth of a giant carved lion.
Answer is Lion's Rock. Nobody gets it. Question 4.
This physicist came forward in 1989 claiming he worked at a secret facility called S-4 near Area 51, where he helped reverse engineer alien spacecraft powered by a mysterious stable isotope of element 115 that could generate anti-gravity waves.
Answer is Bob Lazar. Bash gets the W. Question 5.
Officially off limits to visitors, this island in the Bay of Bengal is home to an uncontacted tribe and often appears in theories about preserved ancient human societies. Should we do a game feature where they can each phone Bert in the closet one time?
Queer culture, I would definitely be a master in it.
Answer is North Sentinel Island. Bash and Twins. Question 6.
This hoax drug is rumored to not even work and exists as an elaborate prank to trick suggestible teenagers to get high off of methane fumes. It's said to be collected from porta potties. The more fermented, the better.
Jankum. That's a James Drake W. Question 7.
This sticky, jelly-like incendiary substance is easily made at home by dissolving pieces of polystyrene foam, such as packing material or broken coolers, into gasoline until the mixture thickens into a gel that clings to surfaces and burns intensely for a very long time.
I said it was TV tropes or gay male culture or like lifetime thrillers. I've been expert in this.
You think this has something to do with gay male culture?
I mean, one of the categories was gay male culture. I would kick ass in this.
Yeah.
Like Kings of Fetishes, that too.
Napalm. No one got it. Question 8.
This powerful dissociative hallucinogen, derived from a Mexican mint plant, produces intense but very short-lived trips and is legal in some places but regulated in others.
Salvia. The twins and Bashir get this one. Question 9.
This potent marijuana-adjacent legal high is often found in hood gas stations and is popular in prisons.
Hood gas stations? That sounds racist.
Okay.
Could say low income or urban gas stations. But it sounds degrading.
I don't think hood is racist.
I mean, you're kind of like implying that's a low income urban.
You can just say urban area.
Yes. I'm a hood baby. I was raised in the hood.
Why do you talk like that?
Because I got my education.
Oh, interesting.
Your options now are to either write or use your Bert token and have Bert help you in the closet.
Okay.
That will be very helpful because I don't know any. I haven't gotten a single answer right.
Delta 8. Twins and Bashir again. Question 10.
Some theorists claim this inventor developed plans for wireless global energy transmission and even a so-called death ray. Ideas that were never fully realized and remain debated to this day. A sworn enemy of Thomas Edison.
Edison, New Jersey, a city in Jersey named after Thomas Edison.
A fraud.
What?
Thomas Edison is a fraud.
That he didn't make his own inventions? Or
He's a businessman.
Or he stole other people's ideas and made it his own? Oh.
Partially. And his science was science.
So, pseudoscience?
No. Surface level science.
Oh.
Surface level.
Superficial science?
Superficial science, yeah. Okay, you got a light bulb to turn on. Big deal. Big whoop. You know? Who cares? We can make light with fire. Because he was on death rays and goy beams before they were ever used. Goy beams. Do you know what a goy beam is?
I assume it's Jewish related.
Often used by Americans now, but...
Tesla. All 3 get the dub. Question 11.
The manufacturer responsible for the most popular handgun of World War I and World War II, the M1911.
I didn't think I was autistic until somebody said something on TV.
I mean, no one's ever told me I was autistic until I was on Fishtank.
Colt. Bash gets the W. Question 12.
Also known as bean curd, this soft or firm food is produced by curdling fresh soy milk with a coagulant like nigari or gypsum, then draining and pressing it into white blocks that absorb flavors easily.
Tofu. Everyone gets the W for this one. Question 13.
Known as devil's breath, this plant-derived substance can cause total amnesia, extreme suggestibility, and has been used in crimes because its victims remain conscious but unable to resist or remember events. Yeah. Bert. Now, Bert's hypnotist used this on him. Whisper into the mic, though.
What's it?
What do you think it is?
I don't remember the specific name.
Is it close?
I think it's a Mexican sounding name. But I don't, Mexican sounding word. But I think I was under the influence of this when my hypnotist in Jersey used it on me. I'm not sure, like, I went to him to try to recover some lost memories from my childhood because I can't remember anything before age 12. So that's why I went to hypnotist to see if I can try to remember stuff, but he got arrested for criminal activity with his hypnotism business. Yeah, so I don't really know the name. I think it's some Spanish something name. I just can't remember what it is.
You have to take a guess. I'm sure you're right. It's okay,
Devil's
we get
breath. Diablo, this devil breath. I don't know. I don't Spanish. I only know Italian. Briallo. I don't know. Diablo Briallo. I'm just making it up. I don't know it.
The answer is scopolamine. Question 14.
The capital city of Thailand.
Oh, the country with all the lady boys?
Yes.
Interesting.
Or you think you might know this one? Don't say it.
I don't know, but it made me feel like Connor from season 3 might be interested in going there.
Bangkok. That's Bash and James Drake. Question 15.
Entirely surrounded by Rome, this independent city-state is the world's smallest country and frequently appears in theories about hidden archives and secret knowledge. What is the most amazing place you've ever been to, Bert?
A guy's asshole.
Vatican City. It's Twins and Bashir. Question 16.
This Nazi-era device, described as a glowing bell-shaped machine, was allegedly developed in a secret underground facility and rumored to produce anti-gravity effects, free energy, or even time distortion before disappearing at the end of World War II.
Die Glock. No one got that one. Question 17.
This three-letter acronym can be inserted into a semi-automatic weapon to increase the fire rate substantially while still being legal. What do you think the acronym for GOO means, G-O-O? Because it does mean something.
Guys, only orgy.
FRT. No one got that one. Question 18.
This remote 512-acre property in Utah's Wichita Basin is infamous for reports of UFO sightings, cattle mutilations, glowing orbs, interdimensional portals, skinwalkers, and other paranormal phenomena, and was once owned by billionaire Robert Bigelow, who conducted secret government-funded studies at this very location.
Skinwalker Ranch. That's Twins and Bashir W. Question 19.
Flat Earthers claim this non-permeable bubble contains the Earth's atmosphere within and prevents anything from escaping out.
My baby bro Bill believes in this paranormal supernatural nonsense. But
Who does?
My baby bro Bill, my actual little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although he spent at least half his adult life in mental institutions, so his brain's kind of fried.
Does he want to come here?
People in my live streams and on chat think that my brother would make a great contestant or freeloader, but I feel like he'll spaz out, literally try to kill everyone. It might be an Alex B situation, but like worse. They're prepared. Because my brother can actually fight someone, because like Bert's like 6'4" and like over 240 pounds.
Oh my god. If he wants to come, he can come.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
But he's trapped in a group home and can't leave without permission to get find out.
He can sneak away. If he wants to, if he can find his way here, he can come in.
Okay. I mean, I can ask him if he's interested, but I think he'll get really riled up with the TTS.
Sounds great. You're sick, dude.
I guess I'm kind of worried for the safety of the other people.
Dad's just imagining it.
What?
I'm joking.
Firmament. Bashir and James Drake W. Question 20.
Also called the repeating crossbow, this ancient Chinese weapon could rapidly fire up to 10 or more bolts in quick succession using a simple lever mechanism. We're looking for the name of this weapon.
Chikonu. No one got that one. Question 21.
These live coral worms harvested from the ocean in Samoa are eaten raw during a specific lunar phase and have a slimy, salty texture, often described as tasting like the sea.
Interesting. Twins, 19. The same age as Peyton when she came in the tank. Bash, 32, like Banks, 32. Interesting. Change 1300. I don't know what that significance means.
Palalo worms. No one got that one. Question 22.
This flexible Indian sword looks like a coiled whip made of several thin, sharp blades. It required great skill to wield without injuring the user.
Jet implied that you're queer.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He said you just...
I mean, you confirmed it.
What? Did he? Okay, when I tell someone's secret, I don't want you to repeat their secret out loud. But now he's going to be mad at me because he told me that in private.
What?
Yes.
But why were you telling me then?
Because there could have been sparks there. I don't know.
Urami. No one got that one. Question 23.
Unlike ceviche, which is cooked by acid, this Italian raw seafood preparation is served completely uncooked and relies on the freshest catch of the day, often including scallops, tuna, or even amberjack.
Crudo. No one got that one. Question 24.
This notorious Japanese delicacy is the poisonous liver, sometimes other organs of the pufferfish, which must be prepared by specifically licensed chefs because even a tiny mistake can cause rapid paralysis and even death.
Jesus Christ. This is allowed?
Fugu, Twins and Bashir get this one. Question 25.
Preserved for weeks or months in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, and quicklime, this Chinese delicacy turns a duck egg into a dark, jelly-like treat with a strong sulfurous smell and flavor.
Century egg, that's Twins and Bashir once again, which brings us to our final Jeopardy.
Now, I want you guys to take a fresh piece of paper and write how much you are willing to wager. Okay? All right, let's see how much we're wagering. James Drake is wagering.
All of it.
Everything is on the line with James Drake.
All of it.
All of it with the Twins. What do we got?
1,500.
1,500. All right, can we set those papers down by your feet? All right, are we ready for our final Jeopardy question? Who is the female news anchor for Quahog on the show Family Guy? All right, let's see those answers. What do you got? Nothing? The correct answer is Diane Simmons.
Good Diane.
Twins get it, which means...
What?
Nice. Oh my god.
Watch Family Guy. Watch Family Guy. Watch Family Guy. Finally, it came in handily.
And with the Twins betting it all and being the only ones who watch Family Guy, the Twins get the win, granting them immunity from the next elimination challenge, which also means they have a guaranteed spot in the finals. And our penultimate matchup, for whatever challenge that is, the most interesting rivalry of the season, Bashir versus James Drake.
I'm not sure. I don't know officially what he is, to be honest, because we did say it as a joke, but I don't know if it's real. And I'm not, I think I'll know if he's the winner or not after we're done here, because I haven't had time to think about it. But I'm pretty sure he isn't, but I'm not positive.
Is he ever welcome back to Fishtank?
Sure, yeah.
Even though you threatened to kill everyone?
Yeah, he's good to go.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's all good. I gotta go downstairs. Thank you, Bert.
Oh, no problem.
Do you want to just look around the house for a minute?
Yeah, I was gonna take a shit. I'm gonna take a shit for the whole time.